Minister of State for Defense assures that all necessary measures are in place to ensure safe release of abducted students in Kebbi State. Vice President Kashim Shettima arrives South Africa for G20 Leaders Summit. Minister of Information Muhammad Idris calls for deeper collaboration among D8 members. Hello and welcome to the late evening news at 11 on NTA News 24. We're reaching you live from Abuja. I am Comfort Fashim. The federal government has assured that all necessary measures are in place to ensure the safe release of the students abducted from government's Girls Comprehensive Secondary School, MAGA. The Minister of State for Defense, Bello Muhammad Matawale, gave the assurance after relocating to Kebbi State on the directive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Abdullahi Muhammad Bawa reports.
So far, the intelligence we have at hand shows that we are almost close to those children, inshallah.
Those were the first words of assurance to Nigerians, the Kebbi State government, and parents of the student abducted from Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School, MAGA, as the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Muhammad Matawale, relocated to Kebbi State on the directive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is part of ongoing effort to ensure the safe rescue of the schoolgirls. The minister's message was clear that no stone will be left unturned as he coordinates all security agencies on the front line.
The people of Kebbi should not panic. We have to have security and some equipment are moving to Kebbi, particularly some of the forest where we are closing to those children.
Governor Nasir Idris, while commending the swift response of the federal government, called for a thorough investigation into the withdrawal of army personnel guarding the MAGA school just moments before the attack, despite prior intelligence report.
The minister and our chief security officers that are there, let them find out actually what happened for that withdrawal. Because we know, even if we are not security officers, we know when an order has been given, the person that gives that order is the person that will withdraw that order. We want you to critically look into this, so that if people did this thing intentionally, let them be brought to book.
Communities across the state were also urged to cooperate fully with security operatives during the ongoing rescue operations. In Birnin Kebbi, Abdul Mohammed Bawa, NTA News.
Following the reported abduction of an unspecified number of students and pupils, including teachers from St. Mary's Catholic School, Papiri, Agwara local government area of Niger State, the local council administration has directed closure of all schools in the area. Chairman of the local government council, Ilyasu Zakari, says the directive becomes necessary in view of the security concerns in the state. Kabir Abdullahi reports.
The bandits reportedly stormed the premises of St. Mary Catholic Secondary and Primary School, Papiri, in Agwara local government area of Niger State between 1 and 3 a.m. on Friday and abducted yet to be ascertained number of students and pupils, injuring some security personnel. At about noon on Friday, some parents who refused to talk to pressmen stormed the premises of the school to have an update on the ugly development, while others were seen picking up the personal effect of their words. Earlier in a statement, the Secretary to Niger State Government, Abubakar Usman, says the full-scale investigation and search and rescue operation is currently ongoing to ensure the safe return of the abducted children. In the same vein, the Catholic Diocese of Kontagora, managers of St. Mary Catholic Primary and Secondary School, Papiri, also condemned the attack and expressed deep concern for the safety of the abducted children in a statement. However, all efforts to speak with the representative of the diocese, who are only authorized to speak on the ongoing development, prove abortive. Niger State Police Command had earlier spoken on the incidents. The commanders have deployed the police tactical units. Even as I speak with you, military components are also on ground there. With other security agencies, it's a collaborative effort, the DSS and other agencies. We are working together to see what can be done to rescue these children. We are combing the neighboring forest and other area that we need to touch on. The Agwara Local Government Council has, however, ordered closure of both government and private-owned schools in the area till further notice, bringing activities in the community to a halt. At the time of filing in this report, there's no official statement to ascertain the number of abducted students, pupils, and teachers of the Papiri Catholic School in Agwara, Niger State. Kabir Abdullahi, NTA News.
Katsina State's government has ordered the shutdown of all public primary and secondary schools in the state till further notice. The State Commissioner for Secondary and Basic Education, Yusuf Suleiman Jibia, disclosed that the move is to strengthen security and safeguard the educational system. Awal Haliru reports.
During a press briefing, Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Yusuf Suleiman Jibia, announced that the directive applies to every boarding secondary school and all other schools across the state. He said the decision to close the schools is a precautionary measure in response to the evolving security situation in some parts of the country. The commissioner explained that the first-term academic activities have been completed and only end-of-term examinations remains.
The school closure will give the state government time to strategize and put in place the necessary security arrangements so that students can safely resume their academic activities.
He added that security arrangements have been put in place at all boarding secondary schools, but that the government has decided to close every school to guarantee full protection for students and staff.
This is a preventive measure we are taking to avert any eventuality and ensure security, taking into account the situation in Kebbi and Niger states. We should adopt additional preventive measures.
The Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education noted that the closure is expected to remain in effect until security conditions are deemed safe for the resumption of normal teaching activities. In Katsina, Awal Haliru, NTA News.
Following the recent security challenges in some parts of the country and the need to prevent further security breaches, the Minister of Education has approved the immediate closure of 41 federal unity colleges. A statement signed by the Director, Senior Secondary Education in the Ministry of Education, Binta Abdul Kader, says that principals of affected colleges are to ensure strict compliance. The Nasarawa State government has again cautioned against publication of false or unverified reports capable of breaching the prevailing relative peace in the state. A statement from Ibrahim Adra, Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, says this call is imperative, coming on the heels of a completely false report of the alleged kidnapping of students in Doma local government area of the state. Reports from local authorities, the principal of the purported school and community members indicated that no such incident occurred in the area. The Nasarawa State Police Command, through its public relations officer, in particular, has issued a statement categorically debunking this falsehood. Citizens are urged to disregard this false alarm and remain law-abiding as government remains unwavering in its commitment to the security of lives and property in the state. Security operatives in Kogi State have resolved to work in synergy to further enhance the security of lives and property in the state. This was the outcome of a security meeting held at the Kogi State Police Command Headquarters, Lokoja. Solomon Aiden reports.
The security meeting at the instance of the State Commissioner of Police is in response to the growing security concerns across the state. It brought together stakeholders including heads of security agencies, senior police officers, State Vigilante Service and chairmen of all the 21 local government areas in Kogi State. The state government was represented at the meeting by the State Security Advisor, Jerry Omondara. The meeting is to broaden the existing synergy among sister agencies to guarantee the security of lives and property in the state.
We try to analyze the security situation, look at our strengths, look at our weaknesses, look at the opportunities that we have to solidify on the achievements, and try to see what other remedies can we prefer where we have lapses or where we have failure.
The CP notes that the police cannot secure the state alone without the support of local government chairmen's involvement with security agencies and the vigilante group, given that they are closer to the grassroots. Issues raised at the meeting include the challenges of superiority complex among various security agents, inadequate synergy, logistic problems such as mobility, inadequate firepower for police officers on major operations at the local government level, creation of additional police divisional offices in strategic areas, as well as providing adequate cover for whistleblowers.
It's an eye-opener. There are things I've not heard that came up to light today.
We spoke together as a family, all of us, all the security agencies and both local hunters, vigilantes, and all other agencies.
The outcome of the meeting is expected to foster a good working relationships among security agencies to enhance a more secured Kogi State. In Lokoja, Solomon Ayedehin, NTA News.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has arrived in Johannesburg, South Africa for the G20 Leaders Summit. The Vice President is scheduled to engage foreign leaders and development partners on issues relating to the economy, security, climate change, among others. He was received at the Waterkloof Air Force Base in Johannesburg by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, Chargé d'Affaires, Ambassador Alexander Ajayi, Consul General, Ambassador Umar Bashir, among other officials. President Tinubu was earlier scheduled to be in South Africa following an invitation from his counterpart and current president of the G20, South African leader Cyril Ramaphosa. However, President Tinubu had to cancel his departure and delegated the vice president to represent him as he remains in Nigeria to receive security briefings following the abduction of schoolgirls in Kebbi and the attack on worshippers at Christ Apostolic Church in Eruku, Kwara State. The meeting, scheduled to hold from November 22nd to 23rd at the Johannesburg Expo Center, will feature leaders from the world's top 20 economies, as well as representatives from the European Union, the African Union, and key financial institutions. Themed Solidarity, Equality, Sustainability, the two-day summit will afford participants, including Vice President Shettima, the opportunity to deliberate extensively on issues concerning the economy, financing for development and debt burden, climate change, and equitable food systems during 3 panel sessions. Additionally, the Vice President is expected to hold bilateral meetings during the summit in furtherance of the renewed Hope Agenda and to discuss regional and international peace, security, and development. The Vice President will return to Nigeria at the end of the engagement. You're still on to the news, the late evening news at NTA News 24. We take a break now. We'll be back shortly.
Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million Naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to the only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality, and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has called for deeper collaboration among member countries of the Development Aids, D8, to strengthen media systems, combat misinformation, and enhance regional cohesion. This was while addressing ministers, media leaders, and senior policymakers at the D8 Media Forum held in Baku, Azerbaijan. In a statement by the Director of Press and Protocol in the ministry, the minister spoke on the theme, fostering dialogue, collaboration and regional cohesion, and emphasized cooperation among developing nations in the information and media space as essential in a rapidly changing global communication landscape marked by digital disruption and increasing information disorder. The minister, represented by the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Press Council, Nzedili Ezuga, emphasized that with the D8's combined GDP exceeding $8 trillion and intra-group trade accounting for 10% of the global trade, media cooperation plays a critical role in shaping public understanding, promoting transparency, and supporting development. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has launched on the National Environment Club and Environment Society, a landmark initiative designed to strengthen environmental education and climate action participation among young people. Mina Daniels was at the event in Abuja, and now the report.
Environmental practices has taken a different dimension with the launch of the National Environment Club for Secondary Schools and Environment Society for Tertiary Institutions by Her Excellency, wife of the President, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. It was a gathering that brought together students, teachers, environmental advocates, and government officials, all united by one mission to secure Nigeria's environmental future.
These are clubs and societies that are designed to address the issue of environment in Nigeria. The ministry will continue to support them because what they are doing is trying to move the mandate of the ministry, trying to push the mandate of the ministry beyond where we are.
At the State House Banquet Hall, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, led the official launch of the Environment Club and Environment Society, an initiative aimed at nurturing a new generation of environmentally conscious Nigerians.
Society would develop a generation of young Nigerians who are committed to environmental preservation, biodiversity conservation, and the sustainable use of resources. It aims to cultivate a national mindset that prioritizes ecological responsibility.
We are launching a movement led by young people, powered by their ideas, their energy, and their imagination.
Students who attended the lunch expressed excitement.
I believe that if I could tell my friends that, oh, don't trash your bottle here, take it to the recycling bin, I feel like that's where we should start from.
I've seen the light to plantation to make Nigeria green and better for future, to avoid pollution and other things that might cause harm to the environment.
The aim of this launch is to raise a generation of environmentally conscious citizens who will take the protection of this environment to the future. From the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa, Mina Daniels, NTA News.
The African Democratic Congress, ADC, has held a meeting of its National Working Committee and Board of Trustees at the party's national headquarters in Abuja. This is with a view to addressing critical issues within the party with regards to membership of the party and privileges that members are entitled to. The acting national chairman of the party, Nafiu Bala, addressed the media on the various issues.
I must state it unequivocally that our party constitution unobviously stipulated that only registered members in good standing are entitled to the party privilege, including access to the official premises.
The University of Abuja has recorded a historic milestone with the induction of 75 new medical graduates into the medical profession. Dr. Hakim Bakari, the son of a retired staff of the Engineering Department, NTA Headquarters, Abuja, was among the inductees.
As a registered medical practitioner of Nigeria, I shall exercise the several parts of my profession. These are not just mere words. It is a pledge to practice the medical profession with conscience and dignity, and a promise to respect the secrets of a patient confided in them even after the patient has died. Across the country, we have enough spaces of housemanship for everybody.
With the quality of training they have received, we have no doubt of their abilities to be able to represent not just the College of Health Sciences, not the University of Abuja only, but Nigeria.
Awards were presented to Olaide Shoeton, who emerged as the overall best graduating medical student, and to others who came out tops in other medical courses. For Dr. Hakim Bakari, medicine is not just a profession, but a calling.
I thank God and I thank my parents because they have been solidly behind me ever since day one. So we need more doctors, we need more hands in the hospital to help patients.
So going through that journey and after 8 years they have to graduate, it's a journey that I thank God.
It was a moment of joy and gratitude to God, not just for these medical doctors, but for their proud parents, family, friends, and relatives. In Abuja, Chinenye Nwoye, NTA News.
This is the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Let's take a recap of our top stories. Minister of State for Defense assures that all necessary measures are in place to ensure safe release of abducted students in Kebbi State. Vice President Kashim Shettima arrived South Africa for G20 Leaders Summit. Minister of Information Muhammad Idris calls for deeper collaboration among D8 members.
This is NTA News 24.
That concludes the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Comfort Fashion.